everybody, I'm Sam.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Will, and we are
Working Titles!
Attack on Titan edition.
Attack on Titan edition.
Guys, we're here.
We're here.
Season finale of Season 1.
Thank God.
Episode 25. Whoa.
It's going down.
It's going down.
Cinna is going down!
Just like in Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Going down.
just like our views.
Going down. Since Luke.
Since Luke.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
We're wrapping up a really good season.
And we're getting to the fight of the century.
Oh, yeah.
Round 2, the rematch. Annie versus Aaron.
Yeah.
You think Aaron's winning this one?
Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
we're walking away with...
Wait, do you think he's winning?
I'm asking you.
No, I'm asking you. I think he's winning.
I'm asking nobody.
Yeah, I don't care what you say.
Shut up, you've seen it already. I think we'll win, and we'll walk away with Annie in straps. Chained up like All for One. Not being able to do anything.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna have to see. There's only one way to do that.
Guys, if you're new to the channel and you like this video, leave a like, hit the subscribe button so you know when we're dropping new videos. While you hit that notification bell, leave a comment down below what you think about the episode. We like talking to you guys. And share the video with a friend. Show it to your friends who like Attack on Titan, like reaction videos, guys.
This is not a market substitute. Make sure you go on to whatever streaming service you like to watch Attack on Titan on. Watch it first, and then come back over here and watch our reaction. Alrighty, guys? We love you. We're gonna punch it. Bah!
Dude, this was we didn't talk about this. That was one of the grossest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Right here.
We didn't talk about it because both of us looked away. I couldn't even look at the screen. You know, I actually was surprised that Annie was able to just let him pull up on her and punch her when she's literally like the best fighter.
Yeah, do you think she'd hear it?
Well, the whole other episode was just establishing how powerful Annie is.
The scaling difference.
Like, she was just whopping him to fight. The fact that he just sprinted and she did nothing. Farewell, Season 2 opener.
Season 1.
I mean, Season 1 opener.
Season 1B.
1B opener.
Dude, can we skip this? I just want to get
You
to
are not as good as the Part A.
I know.
I'm setting up for this one, bro. I'm so excited.
Three goddesses.
This is where the Titan's gonna fall.
I was about to say, I think this is
Oh,
where
it's the building.
Annie falls.
Oh, no. I don't like these guys, but come on. Don't do that.
That's how they pray. They're like, everybody abandoned.
No, we're gonna get crushed. Don't do it.
Oh,
we're not there. We're not there.
Freaking wall. Yeah, see? They hear the...
It alone keeps the Titans away from
Oh, come on.
Jack
They
Crab.
all just die.
Except for the priests.
No way! Aaron don't give a fuck. He's like, we're rocking shit, bro. Oh, she gonna try and run away?
No. Yeah.
He does not care at all. Oh, my child.
My fine child. Damn it. Damn it.
I want all of them to just like connect themselves to the back of Aaron so they can all just be flying following him.
Hanji would go nuts.
As a Titan?
No, just her floating back there. Ah, this is so much fun!
Yeah.
I was gonna say Sasha, but
L.
I think she'd be shit.
I feel like
herself.
Sasha and Hanji are definitely related. They should meet up one day and be
Yeah.
like, Sister!
Yeah.
I thought you were dead!
Aunt! It's got the same glasses as Hanji.
They need it so they don't get, blood in
It's
their
like
face.
goggle spectacles.
Look at the MPs.
What bunch of losers, bro.
Oh gosh!
Well, they're...
I know they've never experienced it, but it's just funny. They're not even, prepared for combat. Oh my
Dang.
gosh. The Leaning Tower of Pisa?
Wait.
It's just architecture.
Oh,
It's
okay,
not
I was gonna say.
It
They
just
just
looks
lift
like
the
it.
building and somehow it's still there.
Because it is compared to her real goal. She fights like this.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to know.
It's gotta hurt.
Ugh. It's okay. Aaron loses his hand like every punch he takes.
Oh yeah, his knuckles were just like ripped off right there. Oh,
He's used to it. Both, whoa! That is such a Godzilla thing. I love that.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
The capture nets. Yeah, can someone grab her so she doesn't just like...
Oh yeah, Mikasa got wrapped up, didn't she? I was never concerned now. She has probably the thickest plot armor. More so than Aaron.
It is.
Oh, a child just died there.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the shockwave of them even running is probably killing people.
I love how blunt this dude is.
Gotta sacrifice some for the many. It's kind of messed up.
Oh man.
Oh.
That's what Thanos thought, Will.
Yeah, but there's a difference between like a city versus like half of all life.
Good. Oh boy.
Dude, now I'm feeling like this episode's just gonna be an L. Like, Aaron's gonna get captured and Irvin's gonna be under arrest.
Yeah. We were talking about arrests.
Yeah.
Or at least Adam was talking about arrests.
Oh!
Oh!
His leg just looked like it got shattered.
It was cut off.
Yep. When can Aaron get a cool ability like that? Like, come on. No way. Oh, he can break through.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. What is her past? What is her past? What happened? I'm always on your side. What happened? Ah!
Wakey, wakey, it's time to go to school.
I don't go to school. I can't even tell what's hair, what's blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So creepy.
He just like full on tackles her.
Oh, music. I've heard this before.
Oh my god, he's on fire.
Oh my god.
Moving like an animal.
Yes.
Oh, nice shot.
She's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Come on. His eyes are like blue now. What the heck?
What is happening? What ability?
Oh
my gosh. Oh
rip
my
off her
gosh.
face. Rip it.
Oh!
Oh my god.
God. My God.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Look at his hair! He's going Super Saiyan! Oh.
No way. Nah. Oh no! Get up. Dude, he is so scary looking.
Where is she going?
She's running away.
In, like, out of
Out of
Senna?
the walls, yeah.
Oh gosh, Annie. What is your goal? What is your purpose?
Bite her butt.
She's terrifying. Oh my gosh,
There
she
goes
separated
her
her leg. Yeah, freaking zombie.
Someone shoot him.
What is gonna happen? Mikasa?
Yes.
Ew,
Cut her hand off.
Ew.
Or the fingers,
Oh.
that works too.
Oh, Mikasa.
What a tight.
Oh no! They got it!
Such a badass.
What?
What? No.
Dude, oh, she looks like she got fucked up.
She's so ugly.
Boom! Look at Irvin, dude! I think he just punched her head off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can eat it. Eat her. Yeah. Oh gosh. Control it! Control it, Aaron. We need info. Okay, Okay, good. Just don't kill her. Please. We need info.
She's crying. Oh, that'll snap. He'll go back to normal now. Hopefully.
Please don't be dumb. We need info. They're merging? What does that even mean? What does that mean?
Oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding.
Who's merging into who?
Oh, Levi.
What the fuck?
Thank God. Levi,
Oh.
get him out of there.
Yeah.
You idiot.
What the heck would have happened?
She just like crystallized herself, it looked like. She encased herself.
No, he's talking about them merging.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying he was turning into a crystal while they were merging.
Yeah, a lot of stuff seems to be happening. I don't know what the heck's happening.
Yes.
What the fudge?
She's an egg.
That's so annoying. It means we're not getting information from her yet. Whoa.
He's kind of scarred. What the heck?
Whoa. What the fudge is that?
Credits? I don't know.
And halfway.
Yeah, well, what's all that even
Oh, that was halfway. Oh my God, that was only half of the episode? Oh my gosh. Please tell me they're trying to crack it open.
Gee.
Of course. Dumbass. What an idiot. Her face had that mark on it too.
Yeah, it might have been the merging, whatever was happening.
He'll be able to explain himself that they found out that there's a military police spy.
Yeah, but I just don't think it's gonna go well for Owen. The court won't be in his favor for putting people at risk.
True.
Yeah.
本の作戦についていくつか疑問がある。潔白を証明できるもののみで行う必要があったからです。だが、それによってストヘスクが受けた被害についてはどうお考えか。人類の終焉を阻止できたとの確証はあるのか。今の兄レオンハートが何か聞き出せるとは思えん。無駄骨なのか。
No, it was not all for naught.
No, I want to see how he justifies it.
I like this crew.
体は大丈夫。
俺たちからか。
じゃあまた後で。
Oh boy. Why that face?
He might still be jealous. I don't know. I'm keeping that in.
I hope you can hear that. I really hope.
Oh, you can. You can hear footsteps upstairs.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's a great question. I was thinking about that last episode when he said that too, actually.
Oh, geese.
Bread.
And bread.
Bread.
And potatoes.
Sounds so good.
Where's Sasha and Connie?
I know.
They've not been around.
Because they're useless.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Alright, what's gonna be the thing that's
Two
scary?
geese over the wall?
Something's gonna happen. Alright, what's the verdict?
私は人類が生き残るための想像さえしていなかった頃と比較すれば敵の一人を拘束したことは大きな前進です。
Yep.
そう、すべて今度は我々が進撃する
Attack on the Titans within our walls! We gotta figure out who they are.
Oh, nice.
地下深くに収容された
Supervising.
アニレオンハートの管理。調査
How
会談
deep we talking? Is it gonna end? Dang it! Show me what's in the cellar. Like, do a pan over to the machine. Dang it! Is there an end credit?
I don't know.
Because I've been looking into this too. They have. Oh.
You cheeky, clever devil.
He goes, I don't know. Oh, no way.
There's the Colossal.
No
I was
way.
wondering about Colossal showing back up.
What does that even mean? Titans are literally in the walls? What the fuck?
So what the fudge does that mean?
Who knows?
I've definitely... Oh, it's so weird. I just got hit by the weirdest sense of deja vu. Because, like, you know, like, when people talk about stuff that you don't know? Like, I feel like it's going to happen when we watch Naruto. Oh, yeah. Like, because I've heard you guys say, and it never meant anything to me. What does that even mean?
There was a Titan in the wall that it wasn't the Colossal, but it had, like, a skinless face.
Muscles.
Like, yeah, muscles. Like the Colossal. What the fuck, man? What, like, I don't even know how to go about that. Like, what if, maybe, what if this isn't, like, population control? Like, what if the goal is to, like, maybe those Titans that are in there, like, remember how we talked about the walls being built by Titans?
Yeah, I said yeah.
Well, what if, like, the Titan, like, those Titans, and, you know, they think of the Titans as gods. What if, like, the real, like, original Titans are, like, god people, and their whole goal is for them to get, like, the whole reason they're breaking down each wall and moving in closer so they can get to those Titans. I don't know. That doesn't really make
like
any
the
sense.
smaller Titans?
No. I'm saying the whole reason that they keep breaking down the walls and getting to the center, maybe it's to get to that fucking thing.
So you think it's only Wall Senna that has
Yeah,
this
you think it's
Titans?
only one wall?
Probably. I don't know.
I guess we haven't seen evidence of any other... Because, like, Senna's never been breached, and the other walls have, and there wasn't Titans falling out of the...
Yeah, of the...
Whatever the Colossal kicked. That's so weird. Why would that be a thing? No, what if it's like... Nah, that couldn't work. I was going to say, if the people... We were talking about the people in charge, of the civilization, were making them... Do the test dummies are like the ones that failed? They just store the bodies of in the wall if they don't like.
How would they store it in the wall?
I don't know.
Is
the wall hollow? It's like.
I think it's built into the wall's foundation, like it's buried in there.
I can't think of like a rational reason of what it would even be. I'm just trying to come up with ideas and nothing seems to like that because it just doesn't make sense. Anyway, finale was great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be thinking about this stupid ending now. I'm not even gonna be able to focus. Okay, so we had Eren
versus Annie.
It
was a great fight.
It was a cool fight, and it seems like Eren's unlocked an ability. I don't know what that ability actually is, but his eyes went blue, and his hair was
on
Super
fire,
Saiyan.
and he had glowing veins.
And he had the Deku, the red pulsing
veins,
scar vein things happening.
Yeah, like it's almost like he just unlocked like another level of strength.
Maybe the merging was him, and he just didn't know what the ability was. Like, it just was like a trigger thing that happened. Yeah. Do you think the merging was him or Annie who activated it? I think Annie's is the diamond thing, and whatever was happening merge-wise.
I think merging was probably Eren, but not knowingly merging.
Yeah, like an unlocked ability he doesn't know is there yet.
Yeah.
Interesting. Also, I feel like whatever is happening with him mentally also happened to be with whatever the merging was. He was saying he felt like it was disgusting and he wanted to kill himself when it was happening, the merge process, right?
He said refreshing.
Refreshing?
Yeah, he said when
he got removed.
Yeah, I think he was happy when he got removed. I thought he said during the process he wanted to die, and that's why Mikasa was like, what? Oh. He's like, oh, not now.
Oh, okay. I just saw that part that was refreshing. I thought he said when he was
coming apart, I think he said.
Oh, I thought it meant when he was breaking down when he was fighting. I didn't realize he meant like when he was actually coming out of the Titan.
Maybe that's how you get the Colossal. Maybe the Colossal's like Eren, and Colossal's what you get after you've merged so many times you become a giant version. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just spitballing, honestly.
That fight was awesome.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think we need to cover the whole Erwin situation because you especially have talked about it a lot in these previous episodes that he's taking huge gambles. So I think we don't need to talk about it.
Yeah, and you even brought up like the idea like what do you think's going to happen with him because of all the stuff he's done.
And clearly he's out. They're out free.
Yeah.
The council or whatever decided he's good to go.
So he's like he's fine.
Rescinded.
They rescinded his
I don't know
callback
what that
to the
means.
council. It means they took it back.
I will say this though on that topic, he got lucky because
did.
that was a really hard sell. I still would argue that everything wasn't fully worth at least the casualties that happened today. I don't know.
I think it's worth it because it proves to the rest of the now it kind of seems like. Now it proves to the rest of the military, hey, there's more to it than just these monsters that are just mindlessly
not just the military. I'd also say the rich people as well because they all saw that too.
Well, I'm saying I don't know if it's worth innocent lives to save the other innocent lives. It's kind of like the railroad situation. Like, you're kind of choosing who gets to live through the we found the evidence. It would be like, I have to kill Adam so that there's a thing that we can...
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, if they didn't do this and didn't get Annie...
Sure.
No one would ever be on their side, and Irvin just gets locked in prison for doing his own thing, and Levi doesn't have direction.
I'm just saying, it's cruddy.
It is. We're living in a world where characters died every 3 seconds as soon as we get attached to them, so it's not going to be a fair...
Yeah. I mean, you could kind of say he committed genocide. And honestly, it looked like Levi wasn't happy with it.
You guys are taking, like, the Sokovian Accord. Like, this is so random. But, like, the Marvel, like, Sokovian Accord. So if superhero is fighting supervillain and civilians die because supervillain, it's superhero's fault?
No, okay. I think it's more of the Superman fighting in the city argument. Like, Superman could have pushed Zod somewhere else and had the fight.
I mean, like, but that's...
Honestly, it's even worse, though, in my opinion, because Irwin knew going in, where Superman was already kind of put into the situation where a guy was wanting to stay in the city.
If you don't... Okay, but...
And Annie's leaving, too. Annie's leaving. They could have taken the fight somewhere else.
Annie was in the city. The only way they're going to capture her is where she lives and where she stays in the city. The only way they're going to capture her is in the city. They're not going to send the military police outside the walls.
Well,
so it's like, how are they going to get...
Well, then use the scouts.
But I'm saying, like...
How do you capture Annie if you're going to use the scouts?
I'm saying, like, it doesn't matter. Like,
fight her outside.
You don't need the scouts. All it took was Mikasa and Aaron regardless, so...
But all I'm saying is, how do you get... Like, if you could give me a real way that makes sense that, like, you could actually get her outside the walls... I feel like they would have done that. They would have, if they could find a way to get the military police to get Annie outside the walls, or get the whole military police outside the wall, which wouldn't happen from what we understand of the show, then they had an option, but they didn't have that option. That's why they chose to capture her in the city.
But all I'm saying is, we still have Annie that's is useless to us currently.
Yeah,
I don't see why they couldn't, like, what was so important about capturing Annie that it had to cost
because they wanted to get information out of her.
Who's the enemy who she's working for.
But what I'm saying is what they let him go on is the fact... Like, Annie had nothing to do with why he got released from this whole thing. Like, Irwin got released because he said, we're able to now take the fight to them. That has nothing to do with Annie. So I'm saying Annie could have been out of this picture, and we would still have the same info that we had before capturing Annie.
Yeah.
So the whole capture of Annie, I'm saying, is like...
Well, I mean, by that point, the damage was already done. I mean, I just don't think...
That's what I'm saying. Like, why do you need Annie to prove all this stuff to the court?
Because that was the goal of the mission. You can't just, like, just because the mission didn't work out, you can't just be like, well, that was pointless. You have to try. Like, you can't just not do it.
No. I'm saying, I understand the plan. I'm saying, why did the plan have to happen? Annie doesn't seem to be, like, a part of what Irwin's fighting with these guys in the thing. They came at him saying, why'd you do this thing? And he says, because now we know we can take to the fight to Titans that are hidden inside these walls.
Their argument was that okay, now that you capture Annie, what has it done for us? Yes, that's true, because she cocooned herself, like an unforeseen circumstance where she cocooned herself and now she can't talk. But the goal was to capture her so she could talk.
Yeah.
But regardless, they still got information in the fact that they can prove to the rest of the council there are humans that turn into Titans that aren't just ones that are on our side. They're on the enemy's side. And the enemy isn't just a mindless Titan. It's like an intellectual organization, group, person, people.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, that's valuable, because if you're only going to fight... If you're going to fight a war with 10 guys versus 10,000, it's a big difference. You know what I mean? Like, granted, you should never sacrifice, like, civilian, like, lives or cause casualties, like, unknowingly. But, like, they clearly cleared out the area that they attempted to do the first thing with. Like, I don't know. Just because it went off the deep end because I don't know.
They didn't plan for it.
I've never been a fan of, like, blaming people when stuff gets out of hand that's out of their control. Like, if you're going, like...
Yeah, I'm not blaming... Okay, I don't know. I personally just think, like, regardless, like, he should have known that this could have happened bad. They always plan for the worst. I just feel like he knew.
So then
he made the choice.
What could you have done?
Not call her out in the city. Like, if she works for the military police... Like, that's the thing. Like, you wait until... Like, I don't know how the military
they-
police operate. I don't know if they're always in that city or if it's possible to ever get them outside. That's kind of like the... That's what I'm saying. Like,
MPs go to the Capitol.
I'm saying I don't
That's
know the world well enough to give you an alternate route. I'm just saying what we're dealt with, I just feel like could have been not dealt like this.
Would you have said, like, when we last saw Annie crying in the forest of giant trees, could they have done something then?
They're
I
already
don't know.
retreating.
I mean, they didn't know that.
She had turned back into Titan, and they had somewhat subdued her.
Levi couldn't have shot off a signal or something?
I mean, they're already in a full retreat. They're probably like a mile away at that point. I mean, I don't think that necessarily... I mean, it could have. I don't know. I mean, we're talking...
I'm just saying it on the behalf of... They just wrote it off the show. Like, it's fine.
Well, I mean, that's all... You just have to get some bigwigs to agree with you. But the other thing is, too, like, they were also crunched for time because they were going to take Eren and, like, probably execute him.
Yeah.
You know, study him and execute him. So it was like... It wasn't like they had, like, oh, we can wait a month and do this. Like, they wanted to do something and do it quick to save Eren's ass and also get everyone on their side and, like, maybe move forward a little bit. They had to do it in 7 days. And that's what they came up with. Never should sacrifice, like, civilian lives for stuff, but, like, it was out of their hands, so... I don't know. Now I just don't really know. I'm curious because I feel like the only other thing we can really talk about now is the wall, in the wall.
Yeah.
What like? I want to know who's gonna find. Cause someone's gonna see that thing. They're gonna be like, "Let's repair the wall." And they look up and they're like, "What the hell is that thing doing in there?"
Yeah, it's gonna be I can't imagine them not discovering it soon.
Do you think it's like alive and gonna like pop out, or do you think it's just a body?
Did it move?
Man, it just fell and its face was like.
It kind of reminded me of the one that ate the mom. Like, it kind of had that creepy look to it.
I mean, it was like...
Not that it is that, I'm just saying.
I mean, it didn't have, like... It had muscle... It, like, only had a muscle for a face.
Yeah, I'm really clueless. I don't even know how to assess that situation. I really don't know how to assess really a lot in this world because it's like... It's impossible. I'm trying to rationalize things when I only have 20% of the information to work with.
Yeah.
So it's kind of frustrating because I want to give my best hot take on stuff I just don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least for prediction-wise for next season, we know that they'll...
These people are all effed. They're all going to die.
True, but their whole goal now is going to be probably trying to crack Annie out of the crystal. And whoever's going to discover this fucking Titan in the wall and try and figure that shit out.
Annie doesn't sound like the reasonable type to get info from. Like, even when you don't have a crystal, there's people that you can't even torture info out of because they're psycho.
I mean...
If they're not going to release it, they're not going to.
Well, they're going to have to try. I mean, they don't know until they try.
Tell me about your childhood past. That's going to be the thing.
Maybe they have, like, a serum or something, or I don't know. There's ways to crack people through non-violent means.
Yeah.
I would hope they wouldn't, like, torture her to death, even though she did murder, like, multiple people.
Oh, gosh, man. Guys, let's talk about the season overall.
I was going to say that. What's your...
You can do it, sorry.
What's your... characters. Let's start with your favorite characters so far.
Well, I'm going to let you start this one.
I feel like I
You do
know yours.
3?
Yeah. I feel like Levi's absolutely in your top 2.
Yeah, I won't put them in order, but I'll definitely say Levi. I'll say Levi, Eren, and Jean. Like, those are probably my top 3. Levi's the coolest, and he's just an all-around badass. I mean, when it comes to everything about him. And there's, like, a mystery of him. Like, we just don't necessarily, like, understand him fully yet. But Eren's just kind of off the rails, and, you know, he's our protagonist. So you gotta love and appreciate him. And I like Jean just because he's, like, realistic in a lot of senses, and also I feel like there's progression with him. Like, we've had character progression. Like, I like Mikasa's really cool. I will say the other characters I like that are outside of my top 3 are like Mikasa and Reiner, and more so because they're both cool, but like we really haven't like explored too much more. Like Mikasa, other than she likes Eren and that Eren protected her and she protected Eren. Like, we don't really have much more about her as a person other than that. So those are, I would say, my top 5.
My top 3 are kind of an odd group. It's in no specific order: Hanji, Jean, and Erwin. And now I'll just get Hanji out of the way first. I love her because she's hilarious.
Yes, she is.
Cool.
She's awesome.
She's absolutely psycho, and she kind of makes this very drudging and dark show feel somewhat uplifting. And then Jean and Reiner actually for the same reason. Not Reiner, Erwin and Jean. For those two, they both bring something to the show that I don't think... Maybe Erwin gets more credit than Jean for this, but they both bring the same thing where they bring like an underlying, not realism, but kind of, they help establish the world a bit. Like, when you have the main characters, it's great, but it's nice to have these other characters that are dealing with things that help fill in the world, that make them feel real. Like, Jean brings the other perspective of how you can go about situations. It kind of allows for a conversation to happen, because when you have characters that all agree about a point...
Yeah, it becomes boring.
Yeah, there's no conflicting... It makes an argument... It creates a discussion. When everybody thinks the same way, it doesn't add anything to a story, it's just a full agreement. And then same with Erwin. Like, Erwin's kind of not anime in quality. Like, I'd say Levi and Eren are very anime characters. They're just like all about overcoming their obstacles, or I'm the cool, quiet guy that is just able to do everything perfect. Where Erwin's obviously, like, his whole thing is dealing with all the hardships of, like, real world stuff. Like, the stuff that helps the world feel established so that the cool characters can go off and do cool character stuff. Like, I wouldn't say they're necessarily the ones who get to do all the cool stuff, but because of what they do, it lets the cool characters be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
It does. I'm just going to switch. Not Reiner. I'll put in Urban, because I do actually like Urban.
He's awesome.
Reiner hasn't done much. It's my same argument with Mikasa, but I'll put Mikasa up there.
Yeah, like
Reiner.
I'll
top 6. I'll throw in Reiner still. So.
I enjoy Mikasa. I enjoy Armin. I enjoy Eren. But
Damn.
We're on the backup camera now, just in case you're curious about the Switch, because this one is out of juice. But I was talking about, I like Erwin because I feel like he brings a realism to the show. And even though it can be not the most exciting of material, it helps establish the world so that the cool characters can go do cool character stuff without needing any explanation.
Yeah.
As to why they're doing it. He kind of fills the plot in, while Eren can just be a fighting Titan.
True.
I like how blunt he is, and he's very mysterious.
Definitely. Yeah.
Well, because stuff like Eren and the female Titan is going to be catastrophic, and I feel like it might have some ramifications story-wise going forward.
And for the world itself.
Yeah, having Levi deal with the whole court situation just makes it feel more interesting. Like, if this had happened and they never talked about it again, then I'd be like, well, like, surely people care about what's going down in these cities.
Yeah.
Like, when you don't have that, it feels like it's an empty world. I like that Erwin's having this fight with people that don't like what he's doing, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite characters from this season are in no particular order. Erwin, Levi, and Mikasa. That's the powerhouse. You know, Erwin the commander, he's blunt, mysterious, really fucked up dude as well, just for how he plans shit and he doesn't tell anybody and he only trusts a select group of people, and it's really only the people that he knows super closely. Mikasa's just awesome, and I love how much she cares for Eren. It's really cool that she'd literally kill for him, which is nuts, but it's awesome, and she's really good at what she does, and that's slaughtering Titans.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
And I like how, I'm going to use the word dull, Levi is, where he like shows zero emotion, but he jaded, but he can, because there's the dude who was dying, and he was like, hey, is my death a good cause? And he was like, absolutely, and I'm going to carry on your flame, basically.
Yeah.
And he's also like, he's the GOAT. He is the #1 Titan killer.
Yeah.
And he is the most well-known person as well throughout this universe.
Yeah, that is true.
He's also the fan favorite character of this series.
True. He's like, it's just weird. He comes off emotionless, but there's like jaded's probably like the best way to describe it. Like, he just has this, like, he's clearly been through some shit, and he shows emotion when he needs to a little bit here and there. He almost feels like like Big Brother too, to like Levi, or not, that's who I'm talking about. He feels like Big Brother to like Eren, and even Mikasa too. Like, come on, stop, you're gonna mess this up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just like watching out over them and like not, like even like saving Mikasa, and you know what I mean? Like, Levi, and granted, we haven't had a lot of situations where he's been able to save his comrades, but for the most part, I mean, he kind of just like lone wolfs and goes off and does his thing while, you know, some of his men might get hurt or killed. I mean, like, he wasn't with Eren and them at all in that.
His whole squad got killed.
And his whole squad got killed. He couldn't really do anything. You could tell he was flying by and it bothered him, but he was just so determined that he had to focus.
Yep. That takes a lot of mental power.
Yeah. But, I mean, he still even took the time, like, to save Annie and save Eren, you know? So it's like, he's a good dude, needless to say.
Annie?
Sorry. Mikasa. Save Mikasa and Eren. Yeah. Too many characters in the show. Yeah. In a good way, but too many.
What are your...
I was going to say, what's your favorite parts of the series? You got the fall of Shiganshina. Whoops. Humanity's... the struggle for trust. The counterattack, where they go out into the forest. And then the expedition. Well, that's when they go out into the forest. The expedition. And then this.
I still really like the episode where... the slow-mo punch. Where Gene's staring, you think he's gonna die, and you just see the giant face. Gunk, gunk,
it's like episode 9 or
you
something.
feel the heartbeat. I love
Trust,
that.
right? That's Battle Trust?
Yeah. Like
I really like the courthouse episode.
Oh, I know my favorite episode. My favorite episode is him taking the boulder and shoving it. That actually
13.
That affected me the most.
The finale of part A.
Yeah, seeing that guy rip out the other dude through the mouth and just dying really hit me. I don't know why.
Oh man, I forget that. Matabi or whatever.
That episode really got me, so I'm gonna say that was my favorite currently.
Yeah.
Well, that's your favorite episode. Is this your favorite, like, arc? I'm gonna use the word arc.
No. My favorite... I don't know if I have a favorite arc, to be honest. It might have been earlier, the Trost. Just the whole Trost thing overall.
So right after they graduated from the cadets.
Yeah.
Or their first time being on the wall as cadets.
Like the moment where the Colossal Titan hits and
Episode 4.
Eren faces off, that's a pretty freaking awesome art shot.
This is it!
I think my favorite episode specifically probably is either 14 or
that's the courthouse episode.
Yeah, the courthouse episode. Or can you scroll forward to... Honestly, the one where Annie kills the whole Levi squad. Just because that one, Crushing Blow, that one's what that's called. Yeah. Like, it just...
That's my favorite episode.
I think that one, like, just hurt so much. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, it just, like... Especially, like, growing to care and, like, enjoy the characters. Like, that was probably the you know, characters died in the first part where we only spent, like, 2 episodes with them, or, like, 3 or 4, and it's like,
You remember the girl with the pigtails?
Yeah.
And,
dying.
And, it doesn't matter.
I mean, like, any of the characters that have died so far, we spent very little time. But, like, Levi Squad, I felt like we've actually spent the most time with in those, like, 10 episodes or, you know, whatever. So, like, you actually get attached with them. And I think that's probably my favorite arc is their scouting.
The expedition?
Yeah.
That's my favorite arc as well. Let's go, dude.
I like... It was awesome because it had, like, development for Eren and had... You know, like, the mystery of what's going on, who's doing this, who's killing these Titans, who is the female Titan, all this stuff, you know. It was a good build-up leading into this final 3 episodes.
Yeah.
So,
what about you? What's your favorite episode?
That one. Crushing Blow.
Too. Nice.
And that's my favorite arc, the exterior scouting mission.
It was really good. That's the one where...
the entire Levi squad is killed, and then Eren transforms. I'm gonna kill you, and transforms.
Okay, but not the episode. Is that the episode where Annie and Eren also fight?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
okay,
I think
then
so.
it's
the episode where Eren, top of his head, is kicked off.
It's a contender for probably being my favorite too. So
And I would say the defeated episode, just because we get to see Levi go boss mode, but that's only the beginning, and that's the only good part of the episode for me. the rest is them running away from Titans and dropping the corpses.
Yeah,
that was fucked. That was really fucked.
That was the other thing. Levi saw Petra's body go flying.
Oh,
too.
yeah, and he, like, you could see that he was even, like...
And then her dad, she even thought about marrying you. Would you... I'm not saying I'm giving you your blessing, but... And he just...
Levi's face was, like, despair, like, how do... I can't even look at the dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even Levi, for how controlled he is, he had to like not even.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that.
No reaction.
Well, I don't think that's no reaction.
It was him like
hiding.
It was holding it in.
paralyzed.
Yeah,
He was like
holding it in.
Yeah.
It was actually kind of humorous how sad it was.
Yeah.
What was your guys' like favorite idea that the show gave you? I will personally say I like the whole idea of just like history being hidden and there's a truth of the past that we don't know about. That's the biggest intrigue for me in the show. I want to know, where are we in the world? How much time has passed? Why are things how they are now, as opposed to where we are now, if this is a future thing? That's been my biggest intrigue on the
I agree with that. Like, everything outside the wall is illegal and nobody can know about it. I think that's very interesting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that. No, I'm going to change it to the mystery of the cellar. What Aaron's daddy's been doing.
Been up to. Yeah. I'm surprised they haven't gone much into that, to be honest, in the first season.
So wait, hold on. I was confused because I thought you were saying one thing. Are you asking what's the favorite...
What is your favorite idea that has come to your mind from intrigue of the show? Like that the
idea
show
about the show or
Yeah.
idea in general?
Well, I mean, maybe both. It depends on what you might get from one of those options.
I mean, so the thing about I'll answer both because I was thinking more like idea just spawning from the show. But in it, like the cellar probably for me is the biggest thing. Just like, his dad in the cellar. Like how did his dad find out about all this?
Yeah.
Like unless it's something where like however Andy's connected and got this ability, almost like God, I can't think of like a fictional way to describe this, but like they capture or they take the scientist to go work on the secret project for it's like, damn it, I can't say that's a spoiler. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But like so his father if his father got captured and helped create like these titans, and then he was like, this is really bad, I don't want to do this, and he made Aaron the counter to that. You know what I mean? So like that's kind of the cool idea, but just the whole thing with his dad and the cellar. And then on the flip, I think one of the things that this show's kind of at least in the expedition episodes and these, it kind of hit home as like just being willing to make like sacrifices for things that you want to accomplish. Like sometimes it can be really grave and be like your whole team or like a city or like civilians, but like it's one of those things where like when the world and the fate of humanity is on the line, like you have to be able and willing to try your hardest and give up everything in an instant to win. And even like Pixis was like that too, with like he's taken the most like the most nut like mission plan idea to try and save that wall, because if they don't do that and trust Aaron and sacrifice all these troops just to protect Aaron, they wouldn't have, they wouldn't be surviving. There would be another wall back. We would be at Cinna right now.
Wasn't it Armin's plan though? He was the one who was like, I thought of picking up the boulder, but we couldn't. The scouts couldn't do it. We couldn't think of a way to lift it.
Okay, yeah, it was Armin's plan, but
I get what you're saying about Pixis.
I mean, Pixis had to make the call, and also Pixis said, "Okay, fine, we'll use Aaron's ability. You're the smart kid that just got me to believe that. So
what's your plan?
Do you have an idea?"
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Pixis would have come up with something in the process, if not, because he seemed like a smart individual. A little too much drinky drink, but hey.
What about you? What theme do you like from the show that it focuses on?
The mysteries of the walls, I think. How there's a religious group saying like they're gods and they always keep titans out, and then they're easily trampled by titans, and they're in the wall.
I mean, like theme-wise, in the sense of like
idea or a thought process or something that provokes the show, like never giving up and like being able to push beyond yourself or something like that is what he meant.
Like undying love or something, like what Mikasa has. I will say like what mine is, and it's kind of a smaller theme that they focus on with very specific characters. is like the idea of being able to find happiness in a very dark world. Like they touched upon it kind of with Marco and just Hanji's character, and you made me think of it with Pixis, like how there's these characters that are, despite the circumstances, are still able to be very like happy personalities and flighty personalities. The show doesn't really make it a theme, but it's a theme that you can find out of the content provided.
Yeah.
And I do enjoy that, where it's like you can have these characters that feel like they're not cut out for this world, but they're able to be there to kind of uplift other characters' morale and personality. Yeah. So I will say I like that theme.
I'm still struggling to understand what you guys mean, but I'll just throw out, I like the theme of the military, and you still have to follow orders.
Yeah, that's a theme.
That's a good one.
Following commands, even if you don't like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's,
or you don't agree with them.
Yeah, and that's definitely a theme.
Still have to carry out your orders.
The whole idea that Armin has of having to sacrifice your humanity and becoming a monster to like survive as humanity, or survive and push humanity past like this threat of the Titans. What do you guys think about that? Because even like Gene brings it up, like, is that really like the right, like, should we strive to become monsters? Does that not make us worse than the Titans, or just the same?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
It kind of,
you gotta be on the same level of your enemy, I guess. So you gotta be something like a monster to defeat a monster.
It bless you. It kind of sounds like the argument that this is weird, but like Rose brings up the Finn that everybody, I feel like a lot of people hate in The Last Jedi, where it's like you can't beat the enemy by being the enemy. You gotta love your friends.
You have to win with
you gotta love your friends, and
Disney just spun that in a corny way.
Yeah, they kind of made it weird. But if that's the idea you're talking about, like, don't become the enemy in order to defeat the enemy.
Well, Armin literally says that we have to become, we have to sacrifice our humanity and like push to become monsters to win.
Yeah, kind of do devastating things in order to beat what is already devastating.
Yeah,
which he did. Hard. He walked through that building, Aaron, and probably killed a bunch of people in the process.
Yeah, it's so hard because this is what I'm struggling with, because it's so hard to give reason against anime because I don't know the bloody circumstances. If it was real world, I'd probably say don't become the monster, but that's also my personal self. Like I would rather die than give up my own humanity just to live. Yeah. I'd rather just stay true to myself.
Yeah. Take
the circumstance and just at least be able to keep my ideology safeguarded, rather than, because like once you do it, then it's like what I preserve my. It's actually like Ned Stark. Ned Stark wasn't willing to
be dirty and play
the game. He said he would have rather give it up. Because he was like, why are you trying to bribe me to say lies and tarnish who I've been as a person,
sacrifices
for
honor.
A couple more days? And the only counter argument was, well, what about your daughters' lives? Yeah. That's why he ended up doing it. That's the only reason, is because he did it for somebody else.
Yeah.
Still amounted to nothing, but
in the end.
So that's
fuck Joffrey.
That's kind of the thing, though. Like every person at the end of the day in my opinion, will have to take an account for their own self, and can't just do like it's a hard conversation. I don't know. Yeah. What do you think?
I mean, I don't know. I personally, and it's hard because it's anime, so it's like it's different scaling compared to real life and what's going on, and it's fantasy world, not even just anime. Yeah. But I mean, like, I'm just not someone who wants to sacrifice my morals for a few extra days, or like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, there's some things that maybe aren't necessarily like fated to happen, but like I'd rather die knowing that I did the right thing than, live a couple more years or like push humanity forward. That's the thing that's tough too, because on the flip side, it's like, it might not even be like, because we're kind of talking about like doing wrong or like sacrificing your morals for like selfish gain, but if you're doing it for like the sake of humanity, which is where it becomes a more like fantasy type of thing, it's like, is it right? Is it okay? So it's hard. I don't really have an answer for it either. It's just
I'm thinking of the fate of like survival, and you should do whatever it takes to survive. That's what I think. You gotta...
Would you kill your family if that's what it meant?
Well, that's not what's bringing Rob to the show, so that's kind of fucked up.
I know.
I mean, I said I'd kill you guys to become a vampire,
Yeah,
so...
that's cruddy. That's
Super
cruddy.
cruddy.
So yeah, Adam's a definite hard yes, I'll do anything.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate all the love and support on the Attack on Titan Season 1. If you have not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when we drop Attack on Titan Season 2. It's coming soon, guys. Comment down below what you thought of the episode. Share it with a friend. Share it to people who like anime and reaction videos. And guess what? We'll catch you in the next one, baby. We're going to punch it. Bah!